Yeah, Vikas sir, over to you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Hi, good evening.
Good
Please
evening, sir.
confirm.
Very good evening.
Please confirm my voice is clear and
Yes, sir. Your
Yes, sir,
voice
your
is
voice is
clear.
clear.
sharing my screen also.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So good evening and welcome to this introduction and technical webinar, seminar, whatever you say. So, and welcome to everyone. And so we are, as a networking, we are already running this master program for cloud. And that's we called as master program, which includes your AZ-104, AZ-500, and AZ-700. I will explain you in depth about this master program, information about all the three technologies which we are covering. On top, I will talk about my short introduction along with one technical topic so that you get to know about how we are going to explain the things and other basic information. And last, I will take 10 minutes for your Q&A. So anything which comes in your mind, official, unofficial, personal, related to career growth, or any kind of things, I'm happy to answer your points. So first of all, myself, my name is Kumar. Full name is Vikas Kumar. And Kumar is easy name when I teach UK US guys globally because Kumar is easy to pronounce. So I have 20 years experience into Microsoft and security domain, and I do consulting work on different companies, and from a training perspective, I teach worldwide people. And for networking, so I'm taking Azure classes, and we done almost many batches for networking. So I am certified with 35 exams in Microsoft, certified trainer from last 17 years, and certified on this server, security, Azure, all those skills. That's all from my short introduction. So first of all, in master program, as you know, we are including 104, 500, and 700. And 104 is one of the very critical exam or critical skill in IT world at this moment. When I say critical, there are millions of people are working on Windows admin, security admin, Active Directory admin, and lots of other skills. So what is our main objective right now in our life? To learn, to sustain, to survive, as well as to grow. That's the overall objective. And same objective is for you also and for me also. So what we learn, that's the first question. What we learn, how we survive the things, and then how we grow. So all these 4 points, I have a single answer, 104. Because you do any job, search with naukri.com or anywhere, cloud job, Azure 104, Azure infrastructure, cloud engineer, cloud support engineer, anything you search on this, you get to know. And everywhere they're asking 104 as a mandatory. They're not asking 900 fundamental. So that's one thing. Second thing is, in this 104, we will talk about one second. There's some background. So In this 104, we talk about identity, Azure AD, governance and compliance, administration, complete networking, including VNet, firewall, site-to-site, inter-site connectivities, load balancers, storage, virtual machine, web apps, backups, monitoring. So almost I'm covering everything about 104. And this will be a complete hands-on course. So when I say hands-on, I'll give you one example. I will give you this NW master folder access to you, which includes your lab guides. So example, when I go 104, so lab details. So day-wise, I'll give you labs to perform. And all these labs are here on the day-wise. I'll take one example, storage permission. So when you reach to this particular day or stage, you build your storage, add some data, and define the permission. So permission, you log in, you see, we can delete an object. In one situation, I said, okay, we want full access to a particular storage. So I have given one key access. And in one situation, I said, the third situation, custom permission. Custom permission means I have given simple UC, read and list. User cannot delete the stuff. Same folder. So all situation perspective, I will give you lab access, which you need to perform. Nosy and Kubian, I'll answer your all the points when we done a Q&A. First, class is not important. What you are going to learn, that is most important first for you. So this is what the real objective of your 104. Now, why we need this 104? As I said, with one good example, any sustain in the IT world plus learning plus growth, 104 is required. So that's why this is most important for your cloud admin roles, cloud support roles, and other roles. Can you start again? Join just now. I've covered only few slides, so I can do that. So as we are doing as a networking, a master program on cloud, which includes 104, 500, 700, 3 courses, skills inside. Then we discussed about my short introduction, which is having 20 years experience into Microsoft and security domain. And I teach UK, US guys worldwide. And for networking, I'm doing this 3 courses. So in short, one of the world best class training, you will get it. That's for sure. It's just a short because I already covered my introduction. And third thing, when I was talking about why we need 104, so I answered into the 3 points: learning, sustainability in the IT world, and growth. For all 3 perspective, we need 104 because there are millions of people working on on-premises skills. For me, I done Azure 2004. Yes, 4, I think, 4 or 5, 4. Almost 10 years into the Azure. And in this, we will cover the complete Azure AD identity, governance, administration, connectivities, all those 104 stuff. And how we cover, I was talking about one example that I will give you this NW master folder. You see, welcome to weekday class, welcome to weekend class. So I already completed a couple of batches. So this is just a welcome message, and on the folders perspective, I will give you the day-wise labs and then proper hands-on labs, which you need to practice. So all together, yes, guys, others, are you able to hear me properly?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, sir. Yes, we can hear you.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so
Your voice
Rishu,
is getting good.
If you are not able to get my voice, please unjoin and
No,
rejoin
no
yourself.
any issue from the voice quality.
Okay.
Voice is proper, sir.
Okay. Now next. So why we need this course for the cloud admin role, which I said. Third thing is, what is the exam objective? So I'll give you tips and tricks how to clear this exam. And in that, you see identity, governance, storage, compute, network, backup, monitor, average 20 to 25% weightage in the exam perspective. Next question comes AZ-500. I'll do a little zoom. So here we will cover Azure AD. It's a security course. So we have 3 inline course specialized. So if you are new into Azure world, you can Google it yourself. Fundamental. Nobody gives you value, but yes, it's just a step 1. Admin, infrastructure. Then we have a security one. And then we have 700 for networks. So I will answer all the points of your queries. Please don't put any chat message right now. Last 10 minutes Q&A, I'll answer all the points. I will give you everything, whatever you need for learning. So now this one is a 500. So 500 will talk about privilege identity management, hybrid, host security, container security, network security, perimeter security, key vault, app security, storage, database. One real example. I'll go to the NW, AZ-500, and day-wise. So last Sunday, I have done one session, say 19th of May. And you see 12.5, 18.5. Are you able to see, guys? 18.5. What we covered in 18.5, lab, concepts, recommendation, security. So it means day-wise, you will get everything what we are doing, So I'm in this particular stage right now. What do you call storage security, database security here. So that's called your Azure 500. Why we need Azure 500? Because if you need something to grow little more in depth on the security side on the cloud, you need AZ-500 specialization track. And here you will have 4 objectives in the exam. You should know in depth of identity, platform, security operations, recommendations, secure scores, secure data application. All this, it's a complete AZ-500. And the last but not least, AZ-700. It's for the networks, Azure networks. It's a complete focusing on the network side of the Azure, and it's a exam for your network engineer role from cloud perspective. My voice is 100% correct only, clear only. That's I'm sure. If
Yeah,
anybody is not able to see, that means it's your end. There's some issue on the network side or mic side. Because just now I finished half an hour before one very important corporate class. So next is exam objectives. Core networking, connectivities, VPNs, application delivery, private access, and last, secure connectivity. This is a weightage for your exam perspective. And this is, first of all, I'm a Microsoft certified trainer, so we'll use the Microsoft content. So you will not get any issues with the content, whatever Microsoft drive, we will cover those things based on the exam objectives. So based on that, I'll take small technical topic so that you get to know about idea how we explain the things and how it works in reality. So first topic is virtual network. So when you want to build your network in Azure, you need to define your networking in Azure. And this networking we called as virtual network. It's like your DHCP server. And here we give an IP address range to this VNet. And this IP range we called as address space. So I have given suppose /16. 16 means class B. Total is 65,000 IPs approximate. And then I divide subnet 1, logical subnets, subnet 2, my web subnet. Subnet 3 is my SQL subnet. So whatever my logical subnet, as a best practice in Azure, you should define an overall range first in an address space, and then logically small subnets as per your needs. And this subnet is 10.0.0.0.0.16 because I don't want more than 254 IPs in this subnet. 0.0.0. What will be my next subnet? 1.0. What will be my next subnet? 2.0. It's my mistake. So you see, 0.0, 1.0, 2.0, future subnets 3.0, 4.0, and so on. When I built my first VM in first subnet, first 3 IPs are reserved in Azure. If first 3 IPs are reserved, what is the first IP of my VM? Based on the subnet. What is my first IP of a VM? Any guess on the chat? Yes, any answer on the chat? Based on the subnet, what will be the first IP address of my VM in subnet 2? 1.2, 1.4. First 3 IPs are reserved, I told you. So it should be 1.4. So the next one will be 2.4. So this way, second VM, if I built up, definitely 0.5 and so on. So that's called, the way it works. And by default, we have a connectivity between the subnets. So any subnet connected to a same VNet, by default, we have a connectivity. So we can talk by default. It's in same VNet. Now, in future, I'll take a picture and give it on the chat if they allow me. So now, in future, when we work little more deeper, then we get to know this is your company office, your company router. This is a Wipro, Sajapur Road. Bangalore office. And this is Wipro Cisco router. We are sitting in the office. And the VNet which we are talking about, it's here. We built our router in Azure. And the subnets, what we talked about. And we do the VPN services. So I'm sitting in the Wipro office. I have a direct connectivity towards my VMs. And this connectivity we called as site to site. We will do in depth what is this router is, how we built. So during this course, what I will do, I go to your NW folder, go to the diagrams, and I will open the gateway scenario. And I will explain you in depth about what is gateway, what is the speed, how it works, the router which we are talking about. So now you have an idea that VNet is used to build the network in cloud. And same VNet we can extend to our on-premises to Azure and make a hybrid scenarios we called as site-to-site scenarios. So same VNet actually we integrate with the on-premises like a hybrid. So how we create a VNet, I told you. Main thing we need to give address range. This address space is my private range. And you need to build the network. So while build a network, you define subnet 1, subnet 2, subnet 3, and so on. Tomorrow, I need to build a router. You need another subnet for a router. So it means you have multiple options to add new subnets as per your requirement. Now, I go to my Azure portal. So I'm creating a resource group. Resource group is like a project. So I'm already running one Europe class AZ-800. So day one, so I created something. So here I'm doing a separate bifurcation. I'll create a separate folder, master program for NW networkings. So it's a folder resource group. I go to my networks and built it one VNet based on the folder. VNet name, master program VNet. No security right now, IP address. So I'm defining 10.30.00. So you see 10.30.0016 means 65,000 IPs. And I'll delete this default subnet. I'll add proper subnet, proper name, subnet 1, jump box. He is very happy, 10.30.00.24. Second subnet, you see, 10.30.00. Next one, 10.30.10. Subnet 2, my web subnet, 10.30.10. Next subnet, 10.30.20. So based on this, if I built my first VM, what will be my IP address of the VM? Any guess? in the first subnet, if I built a VM, what is the IP address of the VM? First VM, 10.30.04, correct. So I build my network. It will take 1 minute to deploy. Now, tomorrow I need another subnets. I can go to the subnets, add new subnets. I can check connected devices, how many connected VMs we have. What is the range we have given? You see this range we have given. So I can manage everything here. Another example. I already have one VNet 002, which I had done half an hour before, and I have one VM there. You see, what is this VM VNet range? 10.20.00. And if it is 10.20.00 and two subnets or one subnet 10.20.00, can you see the connected VM IP? As per the subnet 10.20.04. Yes or no, guys? So it means when I built a VM now, based on the range, he picked the first IP. Make sense? So same, I'll deploy one VM right now. Master networking, master VM for the time being. No high availability. Windows 11 for the time being. B2MS and username and password. I have not done anything. RDP allow. And this VM should be a part of my master VNet and my subnets. So which subnet you want to deploy, you can pick up. I'm doing in Jumpbox right now. Review and create. So after 2 minutes, we will come back here and we will see the IP address and all those stuff. Now, what happened when we built a VM? We need some sort of protection, and that protection we need for an object called NSG. NSG is like a firewall, first level of defense in Azure, which block the port. So do you guys aware, or are you aware what is the use of firewall in simple terms? Or it's new for you guys in reality? Yes. Are you aware what do you mean by firewall in a basic, or it's new for you? Just put a chat message. So new. Okay. So I'll take one small example. This is your apartment, house, or apartment. Bangalore. An apartment normally have one small wooden door. Everyone have? And normally people will do, this wooden door is open from inside normally like this. And they put extra door, grill door outside. So why we do that two doors? So when somebody knock your apartment, you open this wooden door inside, see if you are happy with this guy, you open the grill door, otherwise little extra safety. That's why you are doing two protection. One wooden door and one is grill door. Yes, do you agree? Simple term, two protection. Same concept in the network. So you have a VNet, so you have a VNet, and you have a subnet, and you have a VM. So we have two protection. One is at a VM level, and one is at a subnet level. So network security group, you can attach at a NIC level, which is always be a default. And second, you can attach at a subnet level for extra security. So if I'm sitting in anywhere in the world, I need to do the RDP of this VM. I need to come to this firewall first, firewall number one, which is not a default. And then after that, I log in into this firewall and then reach to the VM. So firewall number two protection. The only thing is this is not default. We need to add on extra, but VM level firewall always be a default. So what does it mean? It means my VM name is master VM. And I have a public IP. And you see, I can do the RDP to the public IP. And it asks me username and password. If it is asking username and password, RDP works. But how it works? When I go to my NSG, I told you very clearly, when you built a VM, master VM, based on the VM, NSG automatically created. And this NSG is attached to the NIC level. You see? An RDP rule is there. Internet is there. I want to block internet, I'll do outbound rule. I want to block RDP, I'll just delete this rule. Now you see, RDP will not work. So in this reality, when you come into the class, we will add this additional NSG also. I will block internet also. All this we will do the real time. So in this case, I'll open NW folder, AZ-104 labs. And somewhere in the day 3 or day 4, whenever we start with the networks, jump box. Here you see, you will get a lab, NSG. So this proper lab I will give you for a practice, you see, subnet level NSG and all those stuff, almost 10 pages lab. So now you see, guys, I'm same public IP master VM. IP, please note down, last with the end, 5682. You see, same IP 82, I'm not able to connect. Earlier, the prompt comes username and password, and now no prompt. Why it's not happening? Because in my networking, I have master VM NSG attached, and there's no RDP allow. You see? So either I can do here, or I go to the NSG back to my master VM and create a RDP rule. So when I create a rule, I will say anyone comes to my network source and connect my RDP protocol 33894 port number. So this is the RDP allow rule. After 2 minutes, if I try same IP, it should work. So logically, you understand, right, that NIC level is a default subnet, or NIC level is the default NSG. But this one, additionally, we need to add. So what I need to do, in reality, add a new NSG. Give a new name, new folder, give a new name, new NSG. I'm not going to create right now. And this new NSG I attach to the subnet. So I go to my VNet. My VNet, master VNet, master subnets. In this subnet, we will attach the NSG. You see? Network security group. First you create there, then you attach the NSG here. This is the way we attach additional NSG into the, this is like a grill door in your apartment. Now, if you see now connect, username password is working, prompt is coming, and I'm able to log in. And because I have not blocked internet, so internet 100% should work right now. And you see in the master NSG, which is a NIC level NSG, attached to the NIC, you have outbound internet is still there. So it means I should get internet by default. Facebook, Gmail, Yahoo, Twitter, anything you want to access, you should be there. Yes, guys, make sense? Please put it on a chat with some yes, no, something. Okay, so you see, I'll take 2 minutes more and then I'll answer your all the queries. So as I said, internet should work because I have not blocked internet ports. So you see, Google, Gmail, Facebook, Yahoo, Twitter, whatever. Anyone do a guess? Last, if I need to block internet, which port number I need to block? Internet works on which port number? 80 and 443. So I'm into the outbound and I will block, you see, 80, 443 and block. It's outbound, same master VM NSG. And I will say deny internet. So now after 2 minutes, internet should not work on these VMs. We will check in 2 minutes. So this is a way, I have taken small one good topic about NSG. NSG, how we create, how we check the rules, inbound, outbound, default rules where internet allow. So now to avoid any confusion, I just relog into the VM. ICICIbank.com. And don't confuse ICICIbank.com from my laptop. It should work. You see, ICICIbank.com. But same ICICIbank.com on my VM, Azure, it should not work because we blocked the internet. Yes, how is the way of teaching? Everything clear? Whatever I explained so far, please put it on the chat. If it is clear, that is more important. The rest of the things definitely we will see in the live class. So yes, everyone, please put it on the chat message. Not from the audio perspective, from the technical perspective, how I need to explain the things. That is clear. That is more important. So, okay. So now, wait, my dear. Now I'll answer your all the technical things to you. Whatever you have a question, if I scroll up from the top. So, are you going to give a book? So not only book, I'm going to give you documentation, lots of things. Can also talk in Hindi. Classes will be on on English language because IT pros, we use English. So you can ask your question somewhere. That's not a problem, but 99.999, it should be in English. Because when we are in a class, we have some US guys, we have some South Indian from which understand English, and moreover in IT pros, English is the official language. So that's a point for your answer. Now, next is when will start new batches? 100% I will teach, my dear. Why not? I'll ask you in the class. Are you aware IP address? If one of the participants say no, I'm not aware 100%. So what I'll do, I'll open this, my master folder, AZ-104, or important folder, AZ keynotes, and I'll open this IP addressing. So in depth, I will explain, if you have some confusion in the IP address, you see how to start with the IP, how to check class A, class B. In depth, we will discuss. So don't worry, it is a webinar, so I have to explain few things, Okay. Language of the class will be on English. When we'll start new batch, that's my backend team will answer. I will answer the technical things. How many labs you are going to perform, how we do the practice. Any technical question you can ask me. That will be no problem. Akshay, in the network topic, we will do that, okay? For your reference, I can do one thing if you are okay. At least, uh, can I share anything here? It's possible. It's not allow me actually. Otherwise, I could share. But no problem, In that we will discuss, for your IP addressing. Fine. Backend team is there, guys. Is anyone is there? So this one most probably will be a weekday, I think, and most probably 9 p.m. Rest my backend team will answer. Timing, other things you talk to the backend team. That's my suggestion. You ask me if you have any technical question for me. Duration, till the time we have not completed the full-fledged AZ-104, it will be continued till on. Don't worry. You can unmute yourself, guys, and ask any question if you have.
So,
Yes.
Kumar,
Hmm.
it's a
Hmm.
weekend batch or it's a daily ongoing batch?
So this will be on a weekday, 2 hours, most probably 9 to 11 in the evening. But still, I suggest, you can check with the backend team. But 99% will be a weekday. Weekend also we have a batches of 500 something.
Okay, it's not a weekend batch.
Which one? No, both options are there. You just check with the backend team. If you need a weekend only, you just mention that I need on a weekend batch only.
Understood.
Both are possible, that should not be any problem.
Understood.
Okay, but weekend mostly in the morning, 9 to 11 nearby.
So
And
the duration is 45 days, right?
see, duration, if you see in reality, let me show you 104 live, you see